he said on a live TV show. Do you know how much hatred and vitriol this man would be getting? He would have to apologize every show. But is Loni going to apologize for things that she's saying? No, because we know that females like this don't get held accountable. It's only us as men that get held accountable for the things that we say. You got people who are attacking Michael B. Jordan for literally no reason. I mean, he's not getting on here saying what Loni Love is saying. But that's what happens when you're not used to getting shows, I guess. Shout out to Ricky E245. She is dissing black men because the type of black men that she wanted did not want her. That's what it seemed like to me, Ricky. And that's what you see a lot. Like, you have a lot of women who are dark skinned, and because they are really unattractive, they blame their skin tone for why they can't get the men they want. No, you're just not attractive, period. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. You're just not attractive. So therefore, you're not going to get chose by the men you want. Same for women who are overweight. You have a lot of overweight women chasing behind dudes they know damn well is out of their league. And then they want to hop on social media and do the things and say the things that Loni Love is saying. If somebody doesn't want you, move on. Stop trying to make people want you. That's the problem with women. That's why they can't find a good man. They're too busy trying to chase men that don't want them, period. All right, let's see who's here. Don Julio, Nick the Magnificent, Naima, Lando, Charm, Derwin, Darlene, Lily, Ernest, Gregory, Negro Sam, A Goddess, Brown is Beautiful. Let's see. True, Jessica, what's going on? Happy New Year's to you. Vern, Bella Michelle, what's going on, Bella Michelle? Let's see, Ernest, D, Elbert, CT, Ricky E, Shelly, Cameron, what's going on? Shout out to the chat elite, Jermaine, Kurt, Chris, the God, I am Sam, Greg, Marie N, K Patrick, DT Artman, CVB Perez, D Bell, Beth, Brian, Faces by Pureness, Ronnie, Vicos, Trex, Marco, Classic, Pookie. Shout out to Humble Beast. What it do, baby? What's going on, man? I want y'all to understand, man, I don't do live show topics unless I'm passionate about it. There were topics I did do at one point that I wasn't passionate about. I would just do those topics just to be doing them. But in this situation, I definitely want to address. So make sure y'all like the stream. We want as many people to know I'm live as possible. Let's see. What's good, Torian? Rain, what's going on? Chris. That's everybody. Now, before I get started, there was some jackass that commented in the chat room right before I went live, basically saying that he didn't understand why I was going to speak on Loni. I guess he said I was speaking on Loni Love for views. Why are we giving strags like this attention? Bruh, let me tell you something. We don't, especially me, I'm not giving anything attention unless I passionately want to speak about it. That's why you got people who fail at YouTube, because they speak about shit they're not passionate about. Shout out to Faces by Pureness. Just sending some love. Appreciate that, Faces by Pureness. Shout out to you for showing love, supporting. But yeah, you had this jackass who I guess he's upset because I'm speaking about Loni Love, as if I can't speak about her. Everybody else can speak about her, but I can't. You know, I guess his favorite YouTuber speaks about her all the time, and I guess he goes to different channels to get away. Why don't you address that with them instead of coming to me and telling me and not understanding why I'm speaking on Loni Love? I don't even speak on Loni Love like that. I don't even think I've done a live stream on Loni Love. Maybe I did a while ago, to the point to where I forgot. But you got these so-called black males who constantly want to police the content you're making. We got the dick policing that, you know, you have women doing. Then you got these dudes who are content policing. Wondering why you're speaking on this. You're doing it for views. Bro, everybody puts up videos to get views. But you got these people, again, they don't know how to gain an audience. They don't know how to get people to watch anything they're doing. So they want to go policing what you're putting up because they claim you're putting it up for views. Bruh, if you're not on YouTube to get views, you shouldn't be here, period. What are you doing? People are living in a complete bubble. They don't understand the world. And that's why they are out here looking for father figures and content creators. What's going on, Team Malone? It's just like the people that get mad when people donate to me or donate to others. They get really upset. They get really offended because people want to donate to us. Why wouldn't they? You know, I've donated to people. I don't regret doing it. It's just something I chose to do. And people do the same thing. But again, you got people who want to police what you're doing and what everybody else is doing because they may watch you, but that don't mean they like you. Don't mean they like you at all. So if you don't like me speaking on Loni Love, get the fuck out the chat room. Don't tell me that you don't want to hear about Loni. Okay? You can go and watch something else. You don't have to tell me that you don't want to hear about her. Because that makes you look soft. It makes you look, weak. It's almost as if you can't go without trying to tell people what to do with their lives. You know? But we here, we live. And moderators, I'm gonna tell y'all this straight up. If you see people in the chat room that are talking about how they don't care to see this topic, just escort them completely out of here. Because I'm not trying to see it. Because if I see it, I'm gonna say something. I don't want to have to stop what I'm doing. I don't want to have to address nobody. Just go ahead and get the fuck out of here. Because I'm not up for it today. I'm already not at 100%. And I ain't got time for dumb people. I really don't. I can't stand dumb people. Dumb, unintelligent people irk me. I can't deal with people that are not intelligent, man. Just a waste of space, Jeez. But let's get to this heifer, Loni, who always got something to say about the same men that she claims that she doesn't want. I see you, Mermaid. What's up? I see you now. Now, she made some comments during a conversation on The Real. Okay, let me see if I can get those comments up on the screen while I'm here. She was speaking to the panel up there, right? Because y'all know they have Amanda Seales up there, the notorious liar of liar. She lies on black men and nobody calls her out and addresses it. This is why she doesn't get along with anybody, So she said this during the conversation. They were speaking about Kevin Hart and him cheating on his wife. And she's of the mind that all black men cheat. And that no other race of men cheat or mess around on their wives or girlfriends, which we all know is BS. Ask Caucasian women, ask women of other groups, are they either been in relationships or know anybody who've been in relationships who the men that they're with didn't mess around or have affairs outside of those relationships. But this is the type of delusional box that these women live in. They live in such a delusional box. Now, she said, in the black community, I don't speak for the black community, or no, you don't. But I do think a lot of melanated men, they really don't know how to have true faithful relationships. They think because they have money, because they have power, that they can treat women any kind of way. And that is something we need to work on. Now, I think her name is Adrian. Her non-melanated co-host, who I believe is dating a brother or married to one, says, I think sadly in so many cultures, that is the whole machismo thing that goes across the board. Then Loni comes back and says, no, it's not across the board, because what is happening is that we are still dealing with the point of slavery, and we are descendants of it. And because our families were broken up, we still do not have an idea of how to have togetherness because our families were broken up. People always go back to that. Why y'all always go back to that when y'all discussing relationships of what's going on now? You know, y'all want to bring up what happened hundreds of years ago. 200 years ago. Excuse me. What happened 2 years ago? And you got Loni talking about we gain money and power and we misuse it. Excuse me, have you ever heard of Harvey Weinstein? Have you ever heard of these Hollywood executives who are not melanated, who take advantage of their positions? These non-melanated men in corporate America who take advantage of their position. This is why they're stepping down or getting fired from their jobs, and they're installing females into those roles. Why do you think that is? Every time I look around, there's some non-melanated CEO stepping down because of allegations. But we take advantage of the money and power that we have, you know? And they always want to go back to 200 years ago, but they don't want to address the last 50 some odd years. They don't want to address when there were intact families, because they know that by addressing that there's going to be accountability is also going to fall upon the melanated women. And we know that you got women like Loni Love that don't want to hear anything about female accountability because she's never known any accountability. This is why she thinks hopping over the fence is the best thing to do instead of fixing who she is, because she's obviously still hurt. She obviously is still hurt. Adrian says, from that perspective, I absolutely get that. Amanda Seals said, but also welfare reform in the 60s and 70s. This is a long, that's another show. Loni says, when you hear Joe Budden say he worked so hard, it's not a bad thing. He says, he's saying Kevin Hart don't want to be poor no more. He's like, let me go out here and make this money because I don't want to go back to where I was in Philly. He was using it as an excuse, and we modernized it. He don't want to go back to where he came from because then he'll lose the power. You got to understand the whole psychology behind it. Adrian says, and working hard is affecting his relationships. So it is a, Amanda says, conundrum. Listen, what about, let me just say this. What about all the broke men that have about 8 baby mamas? They don't have any power, but they're able to get the women that they want. You got men that ain't got no power, but they're still able to get the women that they want. They're still able to have relations with the women that they want. They don't have no power. They just going around, making, whole families out here. So what about all these dudes that got all these baby mamas but ain't got a dime to their name? Credit messed up. They messed up in the game. They ain't got no power, but they're not upset because they can't get the women they want. They ain't got no power. They ain't got no money. How are they able to get those women, Loni? So you telling me that Kevin Hart has to be rich in order to be able to mess around on his wife? That doesn't make any sense. Shout out to Righteousness Maurice, get that name right. Jada Black, check out my YouTube channel, subscribe. Okay, I'll check it out later. Appreciate it. There are men who don't have money that can get women, and there are men who do have money and can get women. Especially in the melanated community. It should never be a bunch of dudes that ain't got no, that really they don't have anything, and they're able to wife up, and they're able to have kids with as many women as they want. And let me just tell you this, those women ain't living off welfare. Those women aren't destitute and broke. You have women who work in corporate America. You have women who are managers and supervisors who are dating these type of guys. These are facts. They're dating these guys who have nothing. They don't have a dime to their name. And these women are working. They're making way more money than these guys, but they're having kids with these guys. These guys sit at home all day. Okay, well, Brittany B, hit me up with the details in the email, Brittany B. Hit me up with the details. Hold up. Let me see. Because I'll be very interested to hear that. Having a podcast and all. Shout out to Illa Dre. Jay, you're keeping it 100 as always. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Now, again, this is Loni's opinion. This is how she lives her life. This is how she truly feels about us. So I'm going to say, you know what? She's letting us know how she truly feels. She's not lying. She's not being deceitful. She really believes this. She really believes that her problems stem from us. All the problems that she deals with, it stems from us. It stems from us. We are the problem. It is us. It is our responsibility to do better. But what about you doing better, Loni? What about you taking care of yourself and putting yourself in a position to get a good brother? Look at Adrian. Look at Jenny Ma. They're with melanated men. Okay? They chose to get with melanated men. Okay? But here you are on stage dissing your fellow brethren around women who said, you know what? I listen to this every day and I'm still going to date them. So they don't care about nothing that you're saying, Loni, because they see you as being goofy. You are the comedian on the show. You're there to crack jokes. You're there to be the butt of the jokes. But look at the men they're with, Loni. And you sitting up here trying to diss these dudes as if your co-workers isn't getting dicked down by them every day or every other day, depending on when they're around each other. Jenny Ma is talking about having a kid with Jeezy. Jeezy the snowman. And I know that bothers you. I know that bothers you, Loni. I know that bothers you when you have to hear about how good their relationships are. You have to see Jenny Ma having Jeezy all over her social media, meeting her family. I know that hurts because you want that to be you. Because I know Jeezy probably one of those type of guys who you've always been attracted to. You know, the street dude, rapper. Listen, we as men, we're told that we have to work harder and harder to get the women that we want. It is inbred in us when we're kids. This is why a lot of guys turn to the street life. This is why they turn to the street life. This is why guys turn to playing athletics. They want the groupies. They want the money. So they know they're going to have to work hard to get there. But you have females like Loni that want shortcuts. She want the guys that she want to want her, and her not have to put no work in. Shout out to Josh Quick. She in for a rude awakening because white men ain't even thinking about her, but her and Lizzo can carry on. We are in crazy times here, man. Like, I'm telling you, us as men, we are told ever since we are kids that we have to work hard to get what we want. We have to go out here. We have to train. We got to dribble a basketball every day. We got to get in the weight room. We have to study. You know, we have to push ourselves to get to the next level. But women want shortcuts these days, especially the women like Loni. They want shortcuts. There is no shortcut. I think what's happening now, I think a lot of melanated men have standards. They have more standards now than they ever have before. And I think that bothers females like Loni because they still think that because they have fame and they're making good money that they're still going to be able to get the guys that they want, the guys that, you know, don't really have much going on. And even those guys are rejecting Loni. Even those guys are, even the pro-black, you know, women are beautiful no matter what size they are rejecting her too. Because men's standards have rose a lot, I would say, over the past 5 years. Their standards have changed, and it bothers women like Loni because they're on the outside looking in. You have to hear your co-workers or your co-hosts talk about their relationships with melanated men, and you're sitting over there drooling because you're mad and you're feeling some type of way. So you hop on the show and you think that throwing us under the bus is going to make your situation better. No, it's not, because at the end of the day, them women still going to deal with them brothers. Okay. They still going to deal with them. And there's really nothing you can do that's going to change that. You can get angry. You can try to throw us under the bus. That's only going to make women want to deal with us even more. Do you not understand reverse psychology? When you try to tell people, don't deal with them, they're not dateable, they're going to mess around on you. You think that's going to make them want to deal with us less or deal with us more? And you know what's crazy is that you got women that will say that they're best friends. They were best friends with the guy that they dated before they got with him. Okay, so you were best friends with the guy. You didn't see him possibly being messing around on you. You didn't see that coming, or did you overlook it? I'm willing to bet that there are women like Loni who will overlook what a guy does just because of how he looks, his swag, and because they don't want to be alone. And then when they realize that they spent years wasting years on guys that didn't really want to be with them like that, you're going to end up just like Loni Love on a soapbox about how black men are this and black men are that. But she not even with one. She's not even with a black man, and she's in her feels. Do you know how stupid that is, that you're not with a black man, but you're in your feels? I tell these black men all the time who are with white women, I say, bro, calm down on dissing black women because you're with Becky. Okay. You've already chosen your path in life. You don't need to say nothing about black women. And the same could be said for these black women who get with these extra average Joes and then they want to parade them around as if they're a prize. White women don't even want them dudes. That's why they're with you. Okay. Shout out to Young Manhood Channel. Appreciate it. Do you know why? You know why women like Loni Love can say how black men ain't shit? It's because she's used to dealing with black men who ain't shit. I've seen women. I won't say women because I'm still 30, so I'm gonna go back to my early 20s, late teens, early 20s. I've seen the chicks like Loni chasing behind the dudes that all the hood dudes that all these chicks wanted, the athletes that all these chicks wanted. They thought they had a shot. They thought they had a shot. But at the end of the day, he's dating that other chick. He's not dating you. No matter if, because you know what's crazy, that you got them chicks, right? They was just such groupies. You know what I'm saying? Such social misfits. They would be screwing around with the whole team because the team, those guys were popular. Y'all know that there were groups of people that were popular, right? And let's say you got the popular dudes, right? They will all be standing together, and there'll be like that one chick that will be around them who done fucked everybody in the group, right? When that chick gets older, that's Loni. That's Loni. You know, I would say plus, 3 or 4 kids, being single and quote unquote celibate for years. That's Loni. Bitter and angry at everybody because she used to be the girl that used to hang around the niggas that she wanted to. I'm trying not to say the N-word too much. I'm trying to keep it professional, but fuck it. Used to hang around these group of bros, right? Hang around this group of bros, and they were the popular bros. And she'd be fucking around with them, but they would never claim her. And then she might have a kid with one of them, but he may stay because he ain't got nowhere else to go. And she'll waste her time dealing with this jackass for years. And then once he gets on his feet, he realizes that it's better to have your own instead of living off a woman. Now she's Loni. All these chicks talking about they divesting. They used to be the pass around chicks, man. Let's be real about this. They used to be the pass around chicks. High school, college. Y'all know those house parties. Any of y'all used to go to those house parties in your 20s, 30s, or whatever. You got the pass around chicks at those too. And it takes them a long time to realize self-worth. But by then, they're worthless. They're worthless. They really don't have any value whatsoever. And all the dudes that they curved, they didn't want to date. They were too nice. They wasn't street enough. Them dudes is off dating white women. Got them a Latina, maybe an Asian. And you looking at them like they did you wrong because they chose to date out. But you didn't want those guys, remember? So why are you so tight over who they with? Most of these swirlers are chicks who used to be out here throwing it around to the team just because they were popular. But none of those guys claimed them. None of them. Maybe except that one guy that don't got shit going on. So he just goes wherever he goes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no direction. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to look at what's going on in our society, man. The blame game is getting out of hand, man. We got to stop this blame game. We got to look ourselves in the mirror and look at how we can improve who we are. Listen, I know some of y'all not going to like what I'm saying, man, but it has to be said. Somebody got to say it. Somebody has to say this. Why not it be me? Y'all going to dislike me anyway. So why not I be honest as possible? Because I know y'all going to dislike what I'm saying anyway. But I think Loni is entitled to her opinion, but she has to understand that it looks bad on her when she's talking about the same men that her co-hosts are dating. They're dating the men that she's talking about. Maybe not in actions, but there have been rumors about Adrian, what's his name is, Bellon's husband. Jeezy is Jeezy. So but yeah, man, some people just not gonna like what I'm saying anyway, man. They're gonna be upset. They're gonna be emotional. But hey, you know, it comes with the territory, man. It comes with the territory of being honest and real. I wouldn't have it any other way, man. That's the call-in number, man. Let's not stay on too long, people. Let's not stay on too long. There's other people that wants to call in. And don't call in here trying to argue with me because you will be hung up on. I don't feel up to it today. Miranda, I'm not saying that other races of women don't do that. I've seen white chicks be, date within the team too, or screw within the team too. Yo, you live? What's happening?
What's up, Jay?
What's up, man?
First thing I want to say is I see a whole lot of gay women that say niggas ain't shit, but y'all don't even deal with men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I see a whole lot of women that deal with the wrong dudes, like street dudes that posted pictures of them with a gun in their hand. Like, who does that? But you overlooking the real dudes, you know what I'm saying? Trying to expose the real dudes, putting screenshots of dudes that's inboxing you and stuff like that. But that's all I gotta say.
Okay.
That's what the call.
That's a good point. All right, bro. Well, I appreciate the call. All right. Let's see what this is. Yo, you live? I guess not. Yo, you live? What's up?
Hey, Jay, what's going on?
What's up, man? Man, come on, man. What's going on? Y'all hanging up, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you there? I thought you had hung up. Go ahead, man.
Oh, no. I just paused. There was a little feedback there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. This Loni Love chick, this ain't the first time she done, did what she do, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling you from Columbia, by the way.
Okay.
So South Carolina, love to you.
All right, man. Shout out to you. All right.
But yeah, this is the thing. Like I said, this ain't the first time she done did this crap.
Mm-hmm.
She obviously has a problem with black men. Maybe she didn't have a father growing up. But what I find with a lot of these chicks, man, they need guidance. They lack guidance.
Yeah.
The whole premise is with women is to be passed from the father to the new husband or whatever. All this in between stuff that a lot of these women, primarily black women, because I don't care what all these other women do, I'm talking about our women. They don't get the guidance from a father who passed them on to a husband, and that's why they out here doing all this wild stuff. And then it's just a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I noticed too. They don't. You can tell they didn't have guidance because they're just out here, just no discipline, they're just not organized, and they're like pointing the finger. Like you could tell they just never knew what accountability was.
Right, and you hit the nail on the head when you was talking about, how they don't have no accountability.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, that's one point. Whether you play sports, had a father, whatever. One of the things is self-accountability. Playing sports, that's where I got mine from,
Right.
You mess up on a play, quarterback get hit, or the man go down and score a basket, you didn't defend your man. You didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's what a lot of these women do, man. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And because they lack accountability, they're always pointing the finger.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's like I always say, man, you're going to be able to reform some, but most of them, they just going to have to be left behind. That's all I got, man. Just appreciate the show. Just wanted to let you know that.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate the call, bro. All right.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
All right. Shout out to him. All right. You live? What's going on?
Man, that's what. Yeah, hello?
Yeah, what's up, man? Turn your background on.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, this is the JDBTv live?
Yeah, this is JDBTv Live. What's up, man?
Calling to speak on the Loni Love situation.
All right.
Yeah, my whole take from that whole Loni Love situation. She's only mad about the black men that she wants, because her problem is the black men that she wants, they don't want her because she kept the focus on men with money and power. And that's the type of dude she wants. And she knows that, hey, she can't attain those men. That's why she's talking down on them. Because I can guarantee you, if she got her man like that, she wouldn't be talking like that.
I agree. I agree.
Because you can see on the show, on the show, like, I don't even watch the show, but she talks about the other cast's husbands, like how they look. But she doesn't even look in the mirror to see how she looks, because it's always the same. Always the same thing. Like the people you can't get, it's like she's basically put up a front, a facade, because she knows if those same black men with money and power were hollering at her, she wouldn't be talking like that. Because that's the key is she only spoke about black men with money and power. She didn't talk about other black men, because majority of black men don't even have money and power like who she's talking about. She's talking about like the 1%, like the Kevin Harts. Yeah. And like the other famous rich guys. So like that's why with Loni Love, she's just bitter.
Yes, I said
like
that too.
Her only option was that white guy. Like, and the sad part about it, she's not even getting like the top in the other race. An old white guy that's, I think, unemployed, out of shape. So she's just a bitter old woman, old out of shape woman, and it's sad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I agree on that. That's why I think people should call out what she's saying, because it seems like a whole lot of bitterness to me.
Yeah, definitely. And then it doesn't help that she has what's that other black man hater, Amanda Seales?
Yeah. Yeah,
she's
on
I think
the show.
She just joined the show too.
Yeah.
So I guess that's gonna be the whole point of the whole show, even though I don't watch it. So I think a lot of these black women, they're just haters because they can't get the men that they truly desire. The men that they want, they don't want them. So what they go in turn and they talk about them. Same thing with Amanda Seales. Her and Amanda Seales the same.
You're a good point,
yeah,
bro.
but that's all I call to talk about.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for the call,
all
man.
Right.
Much appreciation to you.
All right.
All right. Lines are open. I got a lot of missed calls. A lot of people want to. Oh, Bella, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it when I get off. I got to be a professional, so I got to keep it going. You know. But I'm gonna do it after the stream. I'm gonna definitely drink some water. Got to stay hydrated. I'll see you, Hugger Pacino. You're live with Jada Black. What is going on?
What's going on, Jay? I was going to call in.
Yeah, I know you're calling Torian. What you got to say, man?
This is the second time that I feel like we have had to discuss Loni Love with this whole situation in which she said right now. All she's doing is just doubling down. I just want Loni Love to know, just in case whether or not she's hearing this or not, maybe a little birdie can go drop this message off at the bird's nest that she calls a home. You do realize that you are just oozing in mammyism right now. Like, she is playing up the mammy archetype, and I don't even realize that she knows it. And if she does, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Who cares? First off, remember when she came out and she said, like, she tried to put it out there that she was with this guy to try to, I guess, make black men mad or something like that. Apparently it didn't work. So now she has to double down and come back with this saying of that black men are unfaithful and all types of stuff like that. Listen, if I want people to know something in the chat. The guy that she's dating is some kind of I guess you can say he's a quote-unquote actor, but then again, in Hollywood, aren't they all acting?
Right.
And I went to his IMDb page. This man only got small credits. So let me tell you something right now. Loni Love is taking care of this man.
Yep.
Okay? Loni Love is taking care of this man. So by default, if Loni Love was to come out and say that niggas ain't shit, then what would that say about the guy that she's dating right now? He's a bum. Like, I'm telling you, go and look at his IMDb page right now. His name is James E. Welch, and look at his acting credits. Nothing major whatsoever. She is supporting him and got the nerve to talk about us. The last time I seen Loni Love with a guy, it was some young guy who I think was some kind of plaything that she was having hanging off of her because she probably needed someone to control, and she probably just needed someone to give her some good dick. Like Samore said, she was being dickmatized.
Yeah.
But I keep saying, I think Loni Love got imprinted on by some black man in her life, and she never got over it,
Probably
which is
so.
why she keeps bringing him up every single time she wants to talk about a relationship, and she's trying to make us feel bad. And as for a Mammy Seals, to the people in the chat, yes, that's what I call her, because she is a mammy.
Definitely.
A Mammy Seals, she fits right on in with all them other hens over at the fake. I don't call it the real, I call it the fake, because that's exactly what pretty much a good chunk of them are. And yeah, she never apologized for what she did to Dr. Myron Rowe, who, by the way, recently got married. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, he recently got married.
Okay. That's good. He's able to move forward.
Thank God to know a Mammy Stills type person.
Yeah.
But she is something else too, and she's another one who likes to always try to play the victim and everything. And I said that's why your co-stars over at Insecure don't like you. That's why you couldn't get into none of the parties or none of that. But then got the nerve to sit up there and want to bash black men, and then when they call you out, then you try to go and hide in your corner because people actually called you out on your BS. But yeah, Loni Love, she's playing up that mammy archetype to a T, and it's only a matter of time before the guy that she with sees her for who she truly is, and if he leaves her, then she's gonna try to hop the fence. If she can really hop the fence, she probably gonna have to, probably wobble over it, but it's gonna take her a little time to get there.
Yeah.
But she's gonna do the same song and dance like all the rest of them do.
Yeah, I sense that too, bro. I do. With her. Only matter of time.
But that's really all I had to say.
All right. Well, I appreciate the call, Torrin. All right.
Oh.
All right. Shout out to Torrin with the call. Lines are open. I know a lot of y'all, I'm seeing all the missed calls now. Y'all been wanting to get in on the topic. Well, it's open now. So y'all call in. You can. Yeah, Amanda Seals never apologized. Until she apologized to Myron Rowe, to me, she's nothing more than a coonette for her lying on this black brother, Myron Rowe. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's good, Jay?
Yo, what's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, man.
I just want to know, if we so bad as black men, then what the hell do they really want from us?
I don't think they know, bro. To
You know
be
what I'm
honest with
saying?
you. Yeah, I don't think they
That's
know.
all I'm saying. I'm saying if we so bad and we all listen, we all lit, then why don't you tell us what you want? Because like sitting here talking shit about black people, black men specifically. I mean, but you're not even saying what you want. If you even want anything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's. But
I'm like, damn. Do y'all have a list of demands?
Yeah.
What is it? What do you want? Like, what do you want us to do as black men? Like, what do everybody want us to do? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like, damn, we can't do nothing right or wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the thing. They don't know. They just
wherever it is we do, bro. This gotta be said, bro. Wherever it is we do, bro, it's a problem. It's just a problem. Whether it's stemming from slavery or whatever, but wherever we do, bro, it's just a problem. No matter what it is, bro.
Yeah,
so what is people listed demands?
I will say this, bro.
What do they want from us?
I'll say this, bro. That's the thing. I don't think they know, and they're going to continue to push this narrative because they've already put themselves out there, so they can't go back now. So they got to continue to push it forward, to justify their decisions,
But I I can go in, bro. I ain't trying to take up your time, though, bro.
All
You're
right.
doing good work, bro.
All right, cool. I appreciate it and thanks for the call, all right?
All right, one love.
All right, appreciate that. Let's see what it says. You're live with JDBlack. What's going on? Oh, never mind. You're live with JDBlack. What's going on?
What up, though, Jay? Just, man, what's good? Turn on strong. What's good, my G?
What's good with you, man?
Man. Not much, man. Hey, dog, I'm happy you did this topic.
Okay.
I just put on the comments not too long ago. I seen this on BET Light page on Facebook. And I seen that and it said Loni Love. I'm like, Jay about to do a fucking video on this shit ASAP. And voila, you doing a video right now.
Yeah, well, you know, it was good timing because I probably wasn't going to say shit. But I said, you know what, I think it'll be a good conversation coming off the stream I did last night. You know, so yeah, it was good timing. Yeah.
Man, I seen that. I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go again. Like CJ for San Andreas. Here we go again. Like, and the thing is, it's like, I've been seeing like, oh my goodness, like she really be disrespecting the brothers. But yeah, you got a whole white dude be with you with nothing. Like this dudes that don't even get no woman until they get some money and all that, regardless of who it is. Real shit. Like they gotta wear that money. They gotta wear that money like a chain. and shit like that. Meanwhile, like the thing is, the same thing with Amanda Seales. Like since I still heard that she on the show too. Oh hell, I look and say I barely even watch the real like what Homeboy do. Like it's so much shit in there. It feel like it's so many narratives on there. Like the dude with Adrian Baylon with, he like a more older, fat Rob Kardashian cousin, long lost cousin or some shit.
Well, I think
like, come on, man.
I think he's a
like,
preacher.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's so wild, though. Like disrespecting brothers and then be wondering, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've really seen that.
I think it
and
makes for good TV for them. Yeah.
What you was gonna say? You go ahead.
No, I was saying it makes for good TV for them, I guess, because they're doing it more and more. Yeah.
And I can't believe that though. Like, oh my goodness, like you disrespecting their brothers. But I believe there was some good brothers. Hell, even brothers that was damn near her shape and size, damn near they want to try to get with her. But shit, I guess she ain't want them. And I've been seeing that too with the BBWs. Like they always want like the 6-pack dudes. Like even with the BBW porn star. You know what I'm saying? And I've been seeing that too, especially how like one to follow me. I ain't gonna say the name, but like yeah, actually a few of them. But like they always were like dudes that use smaller than them, or at least that got like swollenness. Kind of like Michael Clark Duncan. You remember that Roscoe Jenkins movie? Yeah. You know that type size or whatever. At least that was smaller. R.I.P. to Michael Clark Duncan, by the way. But yeah, I've been seeing that. But like she get a whole white dude who not even like in shape and more older, who really like not even trying to get like backup roles and shit like that. Like, come on, man. Like that's wild. And you talking crazy about it.
She literally got a dusty Caucasian man. If you think about it.
Yeah, and like the guy she with though, that's actually like a definition of like a bottom shelf Brad. Yeah. Like dude look like he could be Carol Fairline uncle or some shit. But even the dude, what's his name? Aisha Tyler. Her boo that ex-boo that, it look like the uncle of the motherfucker. Real shit. I'm like, hell nah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that, dog. But then talk about the brothers. Then Amanda Seales, like, she showing her ass off.
Yeah.
Like, she irritates me, man.
Yeah, we're not like, jealous of those guys, man. We're not jealous of those guys, man.
I know this certain shit, though, they just be on some extra shit. Yeah, she just be on some extra shit, though. Actually, all of them down there shit. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Yeah, she okay, though, but, yeah, I say so, yeah.
Yeah. Is that, bro? That's it for you, man? Get some more of these callers.
Oh, yeah, that's it all I had to say, though, man. Like I said, though, that's just what it is. Though. She just be on some dusty shit. She a dusty, with she fucking around with Dustina Struggle Worth. That's what her name is. She that.
All right. All right, bro.
Dustina Struggles Worth.
All right, bro. Well, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. Man. Enjoyed it. All right. Shout out to you. All right, shout out to the caller. Good call, man. He's going in. All right, listen. Shout out to the people who are calling in. You can call in. Try to get as many people on as possible. You know. But the lines are open. I seen Someone say that the phone line doesn't work. The phone line works, but I can only bring on one person at a time. I can't bring on 5 people at once. So you're going to have to wait in line when you call in. There's some shows where a few people call in. And there's shows where it's a lot of people. A lot of people are calling in. You know what how I would like to call in? A sister who's dating outside of her race. I know y'all watch my videos. You're live with JDBlack. What's going on?
Hey, Jay. This is Chris coming out of Naptown, man.
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
I'm glad you broached this topic, man, because we got. I had to call in, man, because we need to watch out, man, because this woman is a racist, man. She's an all-out racist. She's attacking us, and I seen the clip. So that other chick that was there, she was like, "What you mean? They just being macho?" No, the black man. That's all she's trying to do is come down on us.
Yeah.
So we need to be vigilant and protect ourselves from people like this that's spreading this stuff through the mainstream media, man. This is bad for our public relations.
And then,
man.
and bro, I had some Negro telling me that I'm only speaking on this for views. Bro, I'm speaking on this to defend your black ass.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. I'm so happy that you brought this up, man, because you got to watch out. She ain't even in the market. So what the hell is she talking about? Black men don't do this or don't do that. You off the grid. So I think really what it is, man, is on her road to obesity, she made a stop at thick. And when she was thick, I think brothers was checking for her.
Yeah.
And, you know, they like to be, you know, because we like that thick, but when you go on too much, you know, we just stop checking after that. So, you know, I think we just need to be really careful about this type of stuff. And thank you for broaching this topic.
All right.
Keep up the good work, man.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for the call, man. Shout out to Chris with the call. All right. The lines are open again. Man. Is there any interracially dating women that's feeling some type of way? You're live with JDBlack. What's going on?
Hey, Abby.
What's good, Abby?
What's up?
Not much, man. I'm just going in on this heifer right here, Loni. What's good? What's going on?
Yeah, I hear it, and I'm seeing it in the chat. I just wanted to kind of give my insight here. I don't know if I'm the first female caller, so just
I think so. I think you are. Yeah, you're the first one.
But I think that when it comes to Loni Love, the issue, I personally don't think that Loni Love is an unattractive woman. I just understand that, you know, she's a bigger woman, and in the world that she's in, the men that she wants, because obviously she's a woman that has some status, she's going to want a man that kind of has the same thing, even though, you know, she may be dating down with a guy of another race, she would want to be with someone who's kind of on her level. So I think that it's more of an emotional thing when she made that outburst, because she wasn't really coming with any facts. And of course, you know, Amanda Seales co-signing, she's also known to kind of, even though she can come with facts, a lot of the time she comes off with a lot of emotion and aggression. So her co-signing it and bringing other things, it just doesn't seem like it's coming from a genuine place. So she kind of clustered all the men into one group, because obviously, you know, she's tried to go after certain types of guys, and they shut her down because she's not the type of woman that they want. And that obviously has hurt her pride and her ego. So her co-stars who are dating those types of men, you know, she does feel some sort of way. So she came out very aggressive, you know, when she said what she said. She wanted to make sure she got it across to everybody, like, this is where I stand in this. And, I mean, I think that if she would have just been able to kind of just stick to the topic of, okay, we're talking about this person in particular, this is why I think they did that, it wouldn't be taken the way that it's being taken by mostly black men, because it's not coming from a place of constructive criticism. It's coming from a place based off of emotion that, you know, I've been hurt by these types of people, so this is just how I look at it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of just how I feel about that whole situation.
That's her. That's how she is a representation of women that can't get the men they want, so they just hurt, and so they just going off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, okay, you got you a guy outside your race. Why is these guys still hurting you so much? Does that even make any sense? People are gonna see you as being angry and bitter. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're gonna view you, and you don't even know it because you so hurt. You in your feelings.
Right, and I mean, if she had a guy like the one she wants, then obviously she would be. But it seems like when she got with, that guy she's with, and I heard that like she was saying like he curved her, and if he has a less status than you, and he curved you, it kind of shows you that it was more so. It seems like a attempt, like, okay, I'm tired of being single, and the type of men I want aren't looking for me, so I'm just gonna kind of settle with what feels comfortable, what feels right. And it is that, but if you want to sit up here and give advice, first you got to be able to look at yourself and be like, okay, well, I need to heal myself, because you're not giving out no good advice. You're just going off of bitterness, and that's not helping anybody, and it's just making you look bad. So not only your people and the men of your race, but to others as well. Yeah,
and that's why these women are being sold a bunch of bullshit about how it's just so much better if the man is not black. And it's like, you don't understand men, because I've been around a lot of guys. We have the same conversation. They just had a different upbringing and a different, been in a different upbringing and different lifestyle. That doesn't mean that they don't have the same mentality as white women.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, that's pretty much what I had to say on the topic, and I just wanted to call in, put my 2 cents in.
All right, well, cool. Well, thanks for calling in, Abby. Appreciate it. All right, first lady to call in.
Thanks.
All right. Shout out to Abby. She called in. Now, for the swirlers that are listening, the lines are open right now. If you want to call in and maybe defend Lonnie and claim that I'm out of line, you can do so. But I know you swirlers are listening, because you're always listening, okay? I can see the swirl lifestyle in your comments that you make on my videos. I can just tell it's seething with black men ain't shit, white men are better. You know what I'm saying? I can see that through your comments that that constantly being made on videos and live streams. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all listening, call in, man. If y'all want to defend Lonnie, y'all feel like she's right. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all listening. Shout out to everybody. So make sure y'all like the stream. The number is still the same, man. The number is still the same. The number's in the chat. You're live with JDBlack. What's up?
Okay.
What's going on?
Hi. You said you wanted a swirler. I've got swirl experience on my resume, so I wanted to call in.
Okay. Are you here to defend Lonnie's comments?
No.
Okay.
But you didn't say they had to defend Lonnie. You just said you wanted someone.
No, see, that's the thing. Like, I didn't know is that what you was going to do. That's why I was asking.
Who has swirl experience and defends her?
No, I was saying if they are active swirlers that want to defend her comments, they can call in. If not, that's fine too. There's always a yin and a yang, man.
I'm on OKCupid. I'm speaking to a number of colors.
Okay.
So I feel like I still qualify.
That's cool.
All different colors penises on these profiles. But even with my swirl experience, I still can't defend Loni Love. And as I said before, a woman who doesn't care about her arteries certainly won't care about black men or any other kind of men.
Right.
Not even the man she's dating. Dating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I had to say.
Okay. All right then, Beth.
I just feel like, Loni Love is not attractive. She's fat. And she was on some other show where Shamar Moore was on there, and she was like feeling all of him. She does that. She does that. She likes to feel on the men that be on that show, man. And nobody talks about that. Yeah.
That's harassment.
Yeah, but Yeah, I mean, I guess they figured that's charity. Like, this woman she's never ever going to get a chance to sleep with Shamar Moore. So that was him doing charity work. That was the Make-A-Wish Foundation, basically.
Mm-hmm.
She made a wish and it came true.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, nobody's taking, I don't think any, like, who is taking Loni Love seriously? She wasn't even funny as a comedian with her plastic-colored wig. Like, no one is taking her serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like guys in general really don't care what women have to say if they're not even remotely attractive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I sense that.
If a pretty girl says, I want a guy with one ear pierced, guys are gonna be more motivated to get that one ear pierced. But if Loni Love says she wants a guy with one ear pierced, guys are just gonna cover their ears completely.
Yeah, but
women like Loni
I would
Love.
say this. She's on network television, and even if I was attracted to her, she still is going to be criticized. I don't think attraction, especially if you say something stupid, you're gonna get criticized. You know how many attractive women I've criticized? You know, unattractive women I've criticized. Attractiveness means nothing to criticism. Like, you're gonna be criticized regardless if you say something crazy that I feel like needs to be talked about. You know. Well, the lines are open, I guess. Lines are open. Call in. The number's been in the chat numerous times. I'm pretty sure y'all got it on your phone as many missed calls as I have of people calling in. The call must have dropped, Beth. I was in the middle of making a very good point, and the call just dropped. So, but the lines are open. Appreciate the call, though. But yeah, man, I criticize women no matter if they're attractive or not. You know. You're live with JDBlack. What's up?
What's going on, Jay?
What's up, man?
D-Mac. How's it going?
What's good, man?
Not much, man. For some reason, I don't understand why this woman is even talking about black men. It's like, don't you have a husband or a boyfriend? No, yes. You dating and whatnot? What's the point?
Yes,
black men.
I believe she's still dating a Caucasian man. Even though there's people say they broke up, I believe they might still be together. I'm not sure.
Okay, but I'm still understanding, like, what was even the point? Like, what do you have against this? What they do? Piss you in cereal or something?
Bitter, man.
They constantly pump and dump you. I would say it's like fat shame you. Cause me, actually have nothing against fat women. I do not mind a big girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just me.
There are numerous. There are black men who will agree with you on that. They will date a big chick. You know, there's no doubt about it.
Dude. I don't mind a big chick whatsoever, but I'm just trying to understand what she's passionate for. What do we do to you? Now, what is your problem? Why are you worrying about it? Aren't you a successful, network, why are you worrying about us?
Right.
You got everything to worry about.
Well, she's very bothered.
Like, seriously.
I mean, she's very bothered,
It's like, I don't get it. It's like, I probably need another one to understand to explain this crap to me, because I'm just here looking dumbfounded right now. It's like, literally, I'm looking at her pictures, like, she's very attractive. Okay, she big, and shoot, majority of my family big.
Well, she won't.
Big bodaciousness is what it is.
She want the type of men her co-host is dating. She wants the Young Jeezys of the world. She want them types.
Oh,
that's what she want, man.
Oh, you talking about those?
Yeah,
oh God,
that's what she want. That's what she want.
I see. I'll say, now you say that, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, what the hell is she doing all this? I'm like, all right, she's talking about trying to get them dudes.
The everyday brother ain't in her. That's not what she's looking for right now.
Man, she makes me want one of her futures or something. It's like,
pretty much.
Why? I would never understand.
The way she lashing out at successful black men, quote unquote, you can just see it. Because that's who she's lashing out at the most.
Trust me, it's sad. It's just crazy what a lot of these celebrity women, very successful women, made more money I probably ever made in my life. But yeah, you just look at them, look to their eye, they just look so miserable. never understand. And that's all I want to say, man. I'm just confused. I just hopped in the stream. I'm like, all right, you can call my man. See what's up.
All right. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the call, man. I think that she's confusing a lot of people. But yeah, man, I appreciate the call. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
All righty. All right. So that call, I'll maybe take a few more callers that want to call in. Shout out to everybody that's here. We got 366. Hopefully y'all like the stream. Let's see what it says. You're live with JDBlack. What's up?
Hello?
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I want to say this thing. How come, when it comes to dating out, right? Black women, like, they get mad at us, black men, for dating out, like being a white chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But black women, these same black women doing the same things. These black women, they think it's okay for black women to date a white dude or do outside of her. I don't understand that. There's hypocrisy right there.
Yeah, there's some hypocrisy there, broski.
Yeah, and the thing is that, I don't know, like, you understand, like, look, personally, I'm not into black girls, but it's like some black girls, you know, that I'm not really attracted, especially the ones overweight or the ones who are, who have nasty attitude, or, I'm not saying all black girls like that, no, maybe some of the black girls like that, but not all.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm saying, like, when I do date a black girl, I need to be careful to what black girl I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, but we got to make sure that we keep them categorized. We don't want to say all. We don't say all around here. We got to make sure that's clear.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, and that's all I gotta say, man.
All right, man. Well, appreciate the call, man. Thanks.
All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. What's going on, man? Make sure you follow me, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Go make sure y'all subscribe to the other channel too, man. Become a member of the channel. Click that join button, man. Sign up, man. Yo, you live with JDBlack. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, JDBlack? Small from BK, New York. What's good?
What's good, man?
Hey, nothing, brother. Just wanted to send my support to you. Keep doing your thing, first of all.
Thank you.
Much respect to you. But just in case of this, like you said, I'm confused by it too. I mean, I think it's just a lot of hurt feelings, and she could see that she could benefit from curbing, dissing black men, and that's the way, man. It's just I joke with my friends all the time, bro. I'm like, if you want to get rich, just diss black men. Like, you just start dissing black men as a woman.
Oh, there's an audience for that.
Far in America right now.
There's an audience for that. There's an audience for that. Believe that.
Yeah, that definitely is. Yeah. It definitely is. But it's just sad that, the thing I noticed just hearing the story was there's not really much difference between the dude she dating and what you would consider a Pookie or Ray Ray. Just really the color's only difference.
Right.
From what I heard, the dude ain't really got no money. He ain't really got no status. It's like, if that's the case, then you just really showing that thing that in America, if you're a black man, you got to be 2 or 3 times better.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you really proving when you say these things to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't get butt hurt and emotional about it. I'm just looking at it like she just one of those people that just expect black men to jump over more hurdles than white men. And what's different than that? Than than what most people already say now. So for me, I listen to it because I see you put it on there and it's good information. But for me, I'm kind of like, fuck her. You know what I mean? She don't want to show his love. She's just another person that's just in the mix.
Yeah,
you know I'm looking for the women that want to show his love.
Right. You know,
she don't want to show his love, then kick ass to the cut.
She's a topic today. Like, she's a topic today, right? But she's not gonna be, you know, a topic for a long fucking time, because I don't really talk about it like that. But I just found this situation be interesting, because I tried to talk less about women like this who are clearly hurt, because I know they're gonna say things in order to get people to talk about them. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Facts. Yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with you, man. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to you, Jay. Keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for the call, man. Shout out to everybody out there in NY. Appreciate the call, man. Some of my best callers be up there, man. Shout out to Jamaica Queens, fam out there. Shout out to Mr. Wright. Said in the picture, Loni looks like she's about to give neck to a slice of cheesecake. Jesus Christ, Mr. Wright. How you get all that from that picture, man? How you get all that from that picture, man? Oh, man. Jeez. Y'all are ruthless. Torian says, what neck? You're right about that. What neck, bro? You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, Jay? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much, man. I'm so glad you're doing this topic, man. I was just watching that TV show, The Real.
Yeah.
And the Kim Kardashian was on there with her sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the topics was, what do you cook your man, Kanye? And she said soul food.
Mm-hmm.
And that fat Loni Love was like, oh, you cook soul food? Why? I wonder why. And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? This bitch got mental issues. Like, sorry for cussing.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, like, what is wrong with her? Like, and the Kardashians was looking at her like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you acting all crazy because I cook my man soul food? So I mean, her jealousy, her anger roots from jealousy, Jay.
Yeah.
It roots from just
she
jealousy.
said that she definitely jealous.
Non-black women are snatching up pretty much all the black men, and we loving it.
She definitely feeling some type of way. She probably don't even like Kim anyway, or the Kardashians anyway.
Hate her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hate them, hate everything they stand for. And while they're making billions and succeeding, and every race of women are following what they do, she's on Plenty of Fish, looking for Dirty Dick Rodneys and Pookie and Ray Rays. While you get what I'm saying? So it's like they on two different levels, man.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
Two different levels, man. Two different levels. But, man, that's all I had to say, man. Hey, I love what you do, man. I'm a big fan, man. And keep up the work, man. 2020.
All right, cool, man. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for the call, man. That's a good call, man.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, man. Oh, you know, some of these sisters don't really like the Kardashians, man. You bring up Kim, they gonna get a little angry. You don't like them that much. You know what I'm saying? But listen, there's somebody for everybody. And I say that, and people, like, I'm not going to settle. It ain't about settling. It's about finding the right person for you. You know, when it comes to relationships, you are going to have to settle because, again, you're starting a foundation with somebody. So this whole pick me or settling, let me tell you something, man. I don't care who you are and what you look like. The man has to choose to want to be in a relationship with you. So yes, you're going to be a pick-me no matter if you are a gold digger or not. You're going to be a pick-me because that man is going to have to pick you. That's the only way you get into a relationship is if he pick you. Because a lot of guys, if they can get the milk for free, they not going to get into no relationship with you. If they can get that box without much effort, they're not going to want to be in a relationship with you. For what? So some of these chicks need to humble themselves. Seriously. Shout out to Torian Rain. If Loni is on Plenty of Fish, she only there looking for plenty of fish to eat. Tilapia, salmon, flounder, cod, catfish, swordfish, and Swedish fish. She looking for something to eat. Tony, you say she's on there looking for something to eat. Listen, Abby, I see what you're saying, man, but like, are you saying Loni Love is on Plenty of Fish looking for something to eat? You live with JDBlack. What's going on?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
I was just listening to what you guys were talking about.
Okay.
And I go to university up at PSU. And
Okay.
like all the black men that I want to talk to, they're not into black females.
Really?
So I was kind of stuck. Yeah. And I'm surprised because I'm a pretty good looking chick, you know, but
okay. I mean, hold. I was about to ask you that. I'm like, if you are in your early 20s, you're in college, and you look good, I'm pretty sure somebody's reaching out.
Right.
Black dudes, especially.
Well, I'm into black dudes, but like I said, they're all into white chicks, so I just started being
hold up. Calm down. Let's take a second here. I need to see what you look like, because I can't go off of what you're saying. You're gonna have to visually show me, because sometimes chicks be like, "Oh, I look good." You look at pictures of them, they're like, "Okay, they look decent, they look okay."
I mean, I can some page, or I can show you on Snapchat.
And on Snapchat, I don't have a Snapchat. Do you have Facebook or Instagram?
Yeah, I got a Facebook.
Okay, well, follow me on Facebook. Link is in the description.
All right, and then you'll see I'm very beautiful. So.
Okay, because if you're beautiful, black men ain't gonna pass up no chance to deal with no attractive females.
Well, the ones out here, they'd rather be with, and I'm not saying good-looking white women. I'm saying heavy-set, chunky white women.
Oh, hell no. I got to see what you look like.
They control them, or I don't know what it is.
Listen, I got to see what you look like, man. I can't. I got to see what you look like. You saying that they rather be with fat white women? Come on, man.
Yes. I'm not lying.
I got to see what you look like, man. I got to, man.
And it's Yum Yum Abdul. I'll be adding you on Facebook.
All right, because I ain't no way in hell these guys choosing no fat white women. Are they like thick white women, or are they fat white women?
A mixture. Most of them are fat white. Some are all right, but they don't look like me. I can tell you that.
Man. and you at Penn State?
Penn State, yep. Mhm. So I stuck with white guys because they didn't want me.
Penn State is a big ass campus, man.
Huh?
Penn State is a big ass campus.
It is big, and it's a nice school. I was just shocked because, like, I'm from New York, so when I went to school and stuff, like high school, middle school, I never had that problem. Then I go to Penn State where it's a lot of white people, and they just want to go for the white women. I don't know if it's a status symbol or what it is, but like
and they chasing behind, and they're just chasing behind. They just chasing behind the extra average white girls. What you saying? Man, you probably do you walk around campus with the mean face? Like, do you walk around with the mean face?
Oh no, definitely not. I'm like really fun and goofy and weird, and like I'm really just I'm one of the nicest people ever. I'm really outgoing, and I don't know. They rather be with white women, I guess. Sometimes white women have kids. Like, I don't have no kids. You know, I'm working on my master's. So I'm also educated, so it's not just my outside; it's my inside as well. So I don't know.
And you're not getting approached at all?
Not by black men. You know.
Well, that's very interesting.
I mean, they'll like look at me and stuff when they're with their girls. They'll definitely look at me, and like, but they won't put me out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they're attracted to me. It's just they wouldn't put me out in public. that makes sense. Like, they'll hit me up on the down low.
Yeah, hit you up on the down low. Oh man, that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm not saying you're lying at all. I'm just saying it's very interesting because knowing that I know black men will holler at any attractive woman that they're in the vicinity of. Like, if they're close by an attractive woman, they're gonna go over there and say what's up to her.
I don't know.
Unless she got that mean face on, she walking around mean face, earphones in, like ain't nobody around her. You know how some chicks be doing, especially around the college campus, because I've been there, and chicks will walk around with the mean face. They ain't want to talk to nobody, arms folded. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of them situations where you may not know it that you're doing those things, but you might be, and that might be keeping guys from approaching you. Because there ain't no black man gonna pass up no attractive woman.
At the border, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, if you don't talk to them, they may think that, you don't want to talk to them. So I try to be, like, as nice as possible, and I don't know.
That's crazy. I got to see what you look like, man. You done piqued my curiosity.
Okay.
If you look...
Right, I hit up Yum Abdul on my Facebook.
Is what again?
Yum. 2 words. Yum, and then my last name is Abdul, Abdul. I think I had a red dress on.
Okay, a chat room, cover your ears.
Huh?
I say chat room, cover your ears. I want the chat room to know what your Facebook is. Gotta be quiet.
Okay.
I bet you these dudes is on here searching right now. They on here searching right now. Look at them probably in the chat room searching right now. Jaye, what her name is again? Oh man.
I know, it just sucks because, I want my black king, but I want my black king, but they don't want me.
I'm looking now. Okay, I see one picture.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can go ahead and confirm it. Go ahead and confirm it.
I just did.
Oh, you just did? Hold on, let me refresh real quick. We about to get to the bottom of this. We're about to get to the bottom. Okay, you a thin chick.
Yeah.
Okay. Thin. Okay. Listen. Some guys are approaching you. You look like you like you play basketball or volleyball. Athletic looking. You do what?
My long legs. Track, cross country.
You say you run track?
And cross country. Yeah.
And cross country?
Yeah, I was never into basketball.
Oh, okay. So you run track. Okay. So you ain't met no brothers on the track team? On the boys track team? Come on, somebody approaching you, man. You got a nice smile. You got a nice smile.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Come on, man. Somebody's approaching
what am I
you.
doing? Maybe because I'm dark skinned.
Hold on. This might be the problem. You around a lot of white girls. You around these Beckys, man. You gotta separate yourself from the Beckys a little bit.
Oh, that's what it is.
That might be what it is, man. I think you're around too many Beckys, man. I think you're around too many of them Beckys, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll cut them off.
And she run track too.
Huh?
I know some women that run track. They got nice bodies. They look good. They stay with a dude. You know what I'm saying? They stay with a dude.
Right.
And they be black. And the dudes be black. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. When I was first watching your channels, to be honest, I thought that you were a spoiler. I'm like, he's gotta be a spoiler.
Who,
I
me?
gotta call in. I'm shocked.
Who me? I ain't no goddamn swirler. Where you get that from? Wesley. Let me tell you something, Wesley. If you don't like me saying what I want to say on my channel, then you can leave, bruh. I bet I'm more red pill than you ever have been, Wesley. And those are facts. Wesley talking about what happened to the red pill. What happened to yours? You probably be simping in chat rooms and comment sections thinking no one has seen you before, bro. If you don't like me being on my show, running my show, you don't have to be here. There's always somebody that want to come in your chat room and tell you how to act on your show. Always guys like that.
Wait, what's that?
Trying to be as big attention seekers as the women be. There's this guy, some no-name guy. But yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we talking with Yum Yum. And we trying to get to the bottom why a lot of these guys are not approaching her. You know, I tell her she might need to not have as many Beckys as friends. You know, separate yourself from some of these white girls. You know what I'm saying? Get around other sisters. You know what I'm saying? Get around other sisters. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Bye-bye, Becky.
Yeah. Separate yourself from the Beckys. They might be, they might be going out, they might be getting, might be a little more aggressive than you when it comes to these guys, There's some guys, they like aggressive women. They like women who will approach them. Maybe you should approach some of these guys. You never know what will happen unless you approach them. You know what I'm saying?
I just rejection.
No, I don't think you'll get rejected. No, I don't know. I mean, listen, it just depends on what that guy used to dating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
This new year, so I'm gonna definitely try something new.
Yeah, listen, I don't know, I may have to just give you some advice on it. But I think being a little aggressive, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Because you never.
I'm 24, so I'm getting old.
You 24, man. I'm 30. You still about 6 years behind me, man. In age. You're six.
Quarter of a century.
Huh?
I'll be a quarter of a century in October.
Yeah, but still, like, what's the rush? Are you trying to get into a relationship by 25?
I don't know. I just worry on my studies, but I don't want to wait too long because I don't want to be 30 and then have my first kid neither. So.
Okay. Well, like I said, man.
I think I'm doing all right.
You think you're doing all right? Okay.
I just need my brothers to look my way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, if there's any.
I feel like the reason why Loni is talking to this white fat dusty cat is because no brothers is looking her way, right?
Come on, man. Listen,
listen.
Listen.
Lonnie. I don't look nothing like no Loni. Why don't you look my way? I'm not no Loni. So.
I'll tell you this, man. I've seen some. I remember a couple weeks back. I remember I was leaving the store, right? And I saw this brother. He was with this big old black female. This chick had to be at least over 300. And she had a little kid. And he was with her. He seemed like he was more... The dude looked like he could have just got released from prison. Maybe months earlier.
That's probably why.
And he's with her and they walking in there together. Now she's walking in front of him because he's like, damn, I got to walk to the store with this chick. But I mean, I'm telling you, some of these guys... If need be, they will date some of these chicks, man. And he may like big chicks. There are I had a guy that just called on the show earlier. He said he liked big girls. It just depends on, do you want those guys?
I mean, I don't want to date no guys that just got out of prison because it could be just.
No, I'm just saying he looked like he could have. He looked like he may have because he was in shape. That's what I'm saying. Like he do his push-ups every day.
He's working out.
Like he do his push-ups every day and sit-ups. You know what I'm saying? And he with this chick, man. He need to personally train her. Getting that gym.
Yeah.
You know?
He's gonna probably leave her real soon.
I'm just listen, young. All you need is that self-confidence. Like, you would think women nowadays have more confidence than ever because of social media. But that may not be the case, but doesn't mean that you can't work on it. I mean, you're still in college. There's still a lot to be learned. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I think after the murder of my brother, my confidence went down drastically.
Wow.
He was the only family I had. It was my brother and I. And when he got murdered, it was a big hit,
Wow. Well, that would definitely, those things happening will definitely impact you in the worst ways. That's why you got to be able to work through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Well, Young Me.
Now, I'm sure you're not single. I'm sure you have a woman.
Well, I'm single and I'm looking east and west. Okay, but I'm single. You know.
So I hope you find your queen.
Queen.
I really do. You deserve it.
I don't think I'll be calling a queen.
You're a woman, you're a lady. They say old lady out here. They say that's my
They
old
say
lady.
that down here
I've
too.
never heard
They
of that
be like
before.
my old lady. My old lady. Yeah, they say that down here too, man. Yeah.
I've never heard that in second PA. I'm
You
like,
ain't
old
never heard
lady,
that.
like, I'm not old.
That's because you're around those Caucasians. That's because you're around the Caucasians, you know? That's why. That's why you don't hear that lingo.
Penn State's a predominantly white school. I don't know if you heard, but the first black guy that got murdered by police was at Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends, he's a black man. He went to Penn State, and he just got murdered by the state college, Penn State police, this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of made me like look at white people a lot differently. Murder in his own home. You can look it up. His name is Osagi. It's a big thing out here because, you know, Penn State, you don't really have many murders of police.
Uh-huh.
So that kind of turned me off to some of these white people. But I don't know. It just hurts me because he was a good man. He was a good black man.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like had I talked to him or whatever, or let him know that I liked him, I feel like he would have. I think that we liked each other. It's just we didn't know how to talk about it. I kind of regret not talking to him while he was alive, you know.
Well,
he wasn't a black man.
Well, you can't let that stay on your mind because, you know, unfortunately, I would say unfortunately, but fortunately, life does move on. And you will meet new people who will intrigue you and gain your attention that will make you feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
So you were like me, you're picky. But everyone's like, how are you so single? How are you so single? And they probably say the same thing about you.
No,
like,
I wouldn't say I'm picky. It's just that I read people so much. Like I'm always thinking, I'm always going into it, you know, always like picking a person apart. But it's not necessarily the looks thing, you know. It's just who the person is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because you could be like Daniel on the outside, but if your personality, you know, nobody's gonna want that.
Okay. All right. Well, Young, this has been a very interesting and good talk. All right, but I have to go.
Yeah, back. I like your advice. Really helped me. You know,
well,
I want you to not be a stranger.
Well, you know, of course I'm not a stranger. I've been doing this for 5 years. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, well, I appreciate you calling in and let me see what you look like. Other women would have been like, they wouldn't have sent me anything. Okay, but I appreciate you being honest and being real. Okay, that's what we like to do over here on JDBlack live streams. Okay.
Alrighty, hon.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. All right. Shout out to
right, bye.
Bye. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to Young, man. Shout out to Young. Let me tell y'all in the chat room, because I see people, you know, feeling some type of way. This is nothing new to me. I mean, I have these type of conversations with women all the time. I know some of you haven't. You know, some of you guys in the chat talking about where the red pill's at. That would be the most red pill conversation you will hear from a man speaking to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys aren't used to that. That's why you go and pay these dating coaches to teach you how to have conversations like that. Because you don't know how to have conversations like that. That's why some of y'all need to sit back, listen, and soak in this information. Okay? Soak in this information. That's what some of y'all need to do. You know? That's why I'm me and you are you. Okay? You ain't got to pay the dating coaches for this game. I've never had to pay a dating coach a dime for this game. Matter of fact, I may do a live stream on why I don't need advice from a dating coach, because everything in life happens by yourself. You know, you got to think for yourself. You have to be in the moment. Nobody's going to be in your ear telling you how to deal with certain situations. Okay. So I just want y'all to have confidence in yourself. You know? That's all. Just like when I had Olivia on the channel, you had all these guys coming out the woodworks I had never seen before. They really felt some type of way because I was just speaking to a woman. I don't understand that. Let me take a call. This might be my last call I'm gonna take tonight. You're live with JDBMediaNews. What's going on?
Oh, hi. What's going on, Jay? This is Bonus from your chat.
Say it again. What's your name?
Bonus from your chat.
Oh, Bonus. What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing. I was just hearing you talk, man, and you were talking about, you know, in the chat, they were saying, you know, where the red pill at. I mean, they just mad because they not getting conversation like that.
No, they're not.
From other females, man.
No, they're not.
It's just crazy. I'm like, how y'all gonna, big up the man, then when you get a conversation for a female, be like, where the red pill at?
Yeah, man. Ain't took one red pill in their life. But yeah.
That's crazy to me, man. But yeah, you know, the young lady that was on there, you know, she was talking about the dudes, you know, not approaching her. You know, they probably intimidated by her. That's most likely what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably intimidated by her. Or the white girls, more aggressive. Like they're telling dudes like, "Oh, my dad owns Chevron" or something like that. It's just something simple like that. You know, that attract the black girls to the white girls. Cause you know, a lot of those white girls have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, and they're attracted to that. But the old girl situation that's on the show, you know, she getting paid to say all that.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I look at it. She just get paid to say all that because, you know, she's not telling people that's dating, you know, outside their race, not telling what goes on when they argue. Because it can get very racial when they argue, but they don't want to bring that to the light.
Yeah, I saw a video years ago. This dude was this his white girlfriend was going off on him, and he was recording it. She was calling him types of N-words. He's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
Oh yeah, and they will call you the N-word without saying the N-word.
Yeah,
they know how to do that. But that's all I want to call in, man. This is my first time calling.
Okay.
Thank you for answering my call. You know, I'll be listening.
All right, cool. All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for the call, man. First time caller. Shout out to you.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right, bro. Shout out to you with the first time caller. It's really cool, you know. Oh, cool, Chuck. Appreciate that, Chuck. But yeah, man, all it is it's a conversation. But, you know, it gets certain people in their feelings, I guess. You're live with JDBMediaNews. What's going on?
Hey, JDB. Hey, this Vern.
What's going on, Vern?
Man, just chilling, bro. Man, you know, Loni, you know, she's just a hater. She's just a sick because, you know, black men don't want her.
Right.
And, you know, we're not bothered. You know,
no, we're not.
We used to.
No,
so everybody always throw us under the bus anyway.
Yeah, man, it's like we Loni, we don't care. And the thing is that I'm speaking about you now because I just find it very interesting that your non-black co-hosts seem like, in a way, they were standing up for a black man, and you wasn't. I found that to be very interesting. Yeah.
Exactly. They can get fuckers, but she can't. So she mad. She crying, throwing fits when she get off the show. Probably kicking around like a little kid, throwing a tantrum, Don't make no sense, man.
It don't.
Great.
And that's why she with the dude she with now. That's exactly why she's with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
She with Dusty Dan, Dusty Brad, and Dusty Chad. You know. But man,
saying, you know, a lot of these spoilers don't never, you know, try to warn other black women about how bad it is. Because, you know, once Brad and Chad get mad, they kill they women.
Yeah, man. And that they don't tell black women that. They don't tell black women that. They tell them everything is all good.
They kill them and they kill the children.
Yeah. But they don't want to tell them that. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all great.
Yeah,
it's hot defense. Everything will be great.
It's an easy market in line of black women. So, you know, you can be a billionaire line of black women. And they'll co-sign it for you, especially on YouTube.
Yeah, it's an audience for it. Especially talking about black men who date out. Like,
exactly.
What it is. They love hearing about that shit. You know?
Oh, yeah. You know, Meghan Markle, you know, they was throwing a whole party for that. She ain't even black.
Yeah. Not even. Probably maybe 25%. 30%
exactly.
maybe.
And look at her now. Now that she knows she can't get out the Bears, if she get out the Bears, they gonna hit us with Princess Diana. They gonna hit her just like they did her.
Well, they coming to America, so they will be in some. They coming to some city in America, so they're leaving that whole situation because of her, because she don't feel comfortable there.
Okay.
She wants to get back to the States. She loves being here around these people. You know, being on the pedestal is not what she wants. You know, she wants to be right where she was before then. Yeah.
She probably was used to all that fame and you know how they treated her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing. She's with the guy, unfortunately, that he wants to be around a controlling woman.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that's all I want to do. I just want to call in real quick.
Okay.
It, bro.
All right, cool, Vern. Well, I appreciate the call, bro.
All
right. Shout out to Vern. Calling in. Yeah, Meghan Markle wants to come back to the States. She may go live in L.A. or Atlanta. Would it really surprise y'all? And I believe she's from Canada, right? Well, no, she's not going to Canada. She wants to come to the States, so it might be living in L.A. Yeah, the royal family's had enough of Prince Harry, man. They've pretty much kicked them to the curb. They pretty much kicked them to the curb. We said, we done with this dumb shit. Let me get this jackass out the chat. He's been in here saying slick dumb shit the whole. No, that's not Vern Troyer. No, that's not Vern Troyer. Fucking idiots. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. I know I'm a little quick on maybe going off on people today. Y'all know whenever I'm not 100%, man, I'm more zoned in than ever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, who is this? All right, you're live. What's going on?
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, I'm calling in from Philly.
From Philly?
I've been listening to your, Philly.
Okay, what's your name? You want to tell me or you don't?
So do I want to tell you?
Nah, listen, if you don't want to tell your name, that's fine. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you my name. But yeah, so
okay.
You might not.
All right.
Yeah, you might not like everything I'm about to say.
Okay, as long as you don't get disrespectful.
What
go
I
ahead.
Yeah, I'll be respectful though. I'm not a disrespectful person.
All right.
But I just want to say in general, like I want to respond to some of the things I've heard during your live. Like I wasn't in the chat room or anything, but I was listening, and like some people are like, "Oh, black men get criticized for dating out." I honestly feel like, and you'll probably see this a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of black women, I think, like younger black women, millennial black women, don't really care about black men dating out. I feel like
listen, I beg to differ.
Black women did feel some type of,
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. They give a fuck.
No, I think black women, they mainly care about being bashed by men when they're dating out. Like, I don't think they're really concerned with you dating out at this point. It's like, you're going to do what you want to do. and we understand that. Like, it's not really, we can't control who you date. You can date whoever you want. We're just tired of being, like, bashed or being,
can you tell me a black man that's been on TV like Loni Love that goes off on black women?
Gilbert Arenas, he went at Kid and the Youngo like twice for no reason.
No, that was almost 2 years ago. That was like a year and a half ago, I believe, right?
But
he made a joke about her.
But he did it twice for no reason. No reason at all. He just like, oh, I don't think she's attractive.
Well, Gilbert clowns a lot of people. He's known. Gilbert is known as a clown. I'm talking about network television, 5 days a week. You know.
It happens all the time on network television.
Oh, so black men are on network television dissing black women? That would never happen. I'm telling you right now. Let's see how long that lasts.
I can't think of an example right now, but I know it's happened before.
Right.
But
maybe in a YouTube video.
It happens on social media. And I'm personally, I really don't care. Like, black men can date who they want. Like, black women now are just gonna date who they show some love and respect. Like, you can be who you want to be with. It's just like, stop why do you have to disrespect us? That's the issue that a lot of black women are having.
But you know what's interesting? Like, when I look at these shade room posts and they be putting up black men, white women, like, that comment section be so disgusting. The amount of shit is being said about this guy and this female who said nothing about black women, you know, and they're just going in and going off. Like, these chicks are still making videos about Michael B. Jordan, who's never dissed black women, but he's constantly a target because he's not with a black woman, according to them, as if they know, you know.
People like, okay, I agree with that. Like, people do bash black women do bash Michael B. Jordan. But, and I've seen that changing too. I've seen black women kind of like, whatever, we don't care for him anymore. The issue with Michael B. Jordan is the pandering. Like, when he's about to release a movie, he's always showing himself with a black woman, with a dark-skinned black woman. It's almost like he's pandering to black women, and that doesn't happen with any of the group, where the men pander to their women and act like they love their women, and then after their movie is done and it's a box office hit, you see them with the women of another race. Like, I think right after Black Panther, you saw him on a yacht or something with like all these. It was just kind of like the same way black men felt about that movie Queen and Slim, when the lady was acting in the movie. Black men felt pandered to that, because it was like, she was acting in that movie as like a ride-or-die chick for a black man, and then all of a sudden she was married to a white man. And a lot of black men didn't like that either. It's kind of like pandering. It's like
that's the thing. Like, she put up posts.
Michael B. Jordan.
But hold on, she put up posts a couple years ago going at black men. This was way before the movie came out. She was putting up these posts about how white men treat her better than black men. She put these out years ago. And I think this was just brought to the surface when she did get with this white guy, you know, and her being in this movie. But that's the thing, like, she wasn't really out here talking about she's for black love like that, or, as you say, taking pictures with random black men, you know. I think what she said years ago may have caught some people off guard. They didn't know she felt that way, you know.
Yeah. I think she said something like a white man is the first person to make her feel beautiful.
Yeah,
like that.
She did.
That's what she said. But, I mean, I don't really see a lot of black men going after dark-skinned women.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. Why y'all say that? Like,
I really don't.
So are you a dark-skinned black woman? Are you a dark-skinned black woman?
No, I'm not.
So
I'm not. I'm like yellow.
Oh, so you're a light bright. You're a light bright, huh?
Yeah.
But you fight for the dark-skinned sisters, right? You fight for the dark-skinned sisters.
But I still can't eat for black women, so.
Listen, man. I've seen
and black guys tell me all the
attractive
time, like,
dark-skinned
you're
chicks.
my preference. Like, black guys tell me that.
Oh, they do? Because you probably are. Maybe your body's their preference. Maybe you just got a nice body or something, and they into it.
No, they'll tell me my skin color. They'll be like, "Oh, I like light skinned girls like you."
So do you reject them after they say that? Hello? Do you reject those guys when they say they're with you for being light skinned? Yo. You're on live with JDBMediaNews. I think she had to take another phone call. I don't know. But the phone went silent. So, and the call went way too long. I'm sorry. If a woman is dark skinned and attractive, black men are not going to ignore her. Like, I refuse to believe that bullshit. I think she left the phone call without tapping out. Y'all got to stop perpetuating this lie that we're ignoring dark-skinned women who are attractive. We're just ignoring them. I refuse to believe that bullshit. Don't tell me that shit. And then when you say that, they be like, well, let's talk about the pro athletes and the rappers. No, we want to talk about the everyday brother. Let's talk about the everyday brother. Are they ignoring dark-skinned women? Let's talk. These are the only men y'all gonna get. Y'all not getting no rappers or athletes. So let's just talk about the guys y'all can get. The average everyday dudes are not ignoring y'all. Stop it. Just stop it. Y'all gotta stop saying that. Because if you keep saying that, you're gonna believe that. And what's up with these light-skinned women fighting for dark-skinned women? It's almost like they're getting too much attention and they want to get some shine for the dark-skinned chicks, man. Stop doing that. Why y'all doing that, man? You know how many egotistical dark-skinned chicks I've been around? They didn't have low self-esteem or didn't think they could get no dudes. You couldn't tell them shit. I just think that they realize that these guys have more options and it bothers them because back in the day, these guys didn't have a lot of options like that, but now they do. Stop defending. They don't need y'all to defend them. Y'all must have forgot when dark-skinned chicks used to fight y'all and bully y'all. But hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. But shout out to everybody that's here, man. I think that's the last call, man. It's 2 hours, man. Y'all know I don't like to do a show over 2 hours. Y'all got 2 hours of content today from me. What is this? No, show's over. Not show's over, but no more call-ins, man. No more call-ins. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and sign out of this. It's already been 2 hours, man. That's it for me. I need a break. I need a break. But shout out to everybody that's here, man. This has been a very good show, man. Very good show. Make sure y'all follow me on social media, man. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram to get notifications to my videos. No, that wasn't her calling back. That was another number. That was another number. Also, y'all can become a member by hitting the join button and supporting the platform. Shout out to Spirit, was it Yusuke? So you think it might have something to do with the average black man having options and some black women are upset by this? Pretty much, Spirit. I think that's what it is now. Because you can get on Instagram and you can see women from all over the country that, you know, you could just take your pick almost, you know, I mean, That's what you want to do, you know? And you don't have to just pick and choose. Not pick and choose. You don't have to just deal with the people in your neighborhood or your city. You can go elsewhere, you know, if you have the ambition to do so. Appreciate that, Mr. Wright. But thanks to everybody that supports, man. If you want to support the channel monthly, man, you can become a member or you can go over on Patreon, man. You can go buy a t-shirt or a hoodie, man. You know, buy yourself something for the New Year's. People say they like the gear I have so far, so y'all can do that, okay? This was a good stream, man. Shout out to the callers. I think we had some really good callers. It's very, very good. Just conversation. Very good conversation. Conversation that people may like, may not like. Shout out to Mahavit. I love dark-skinned women. So he's saying he loved dark-skinned women. And I'm pretty sure there's other guys that love dark-skinned women as well. I think there are women beautiful no matter what their skin tone may be. What's up, the cupcakes are still available. Well, you can always send them to me. All right, you can still send it to me. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's here, man. I think that's it. I think that's all I have right now. All the relevant links are in the description, man. Make sure y'all make use of that. And yeah, man, y'all ain't, gotta go home. But y'all gotta get the at least for this particular show, okay? I'll be back hopefully tomorrow if I have a good enough topic that's gonna intrigue y'all enough to want to listen. All right. See y'all and stay black and proud. Okay.